applying proof of work principles to music marketing and promotion. Do you have a brand? And can you prove that you have a brand? So I've been talking about proof of work and coming up with different ideas. And one of the ideas that I came up with is proof of brand. Your proof of brand is going to be whether or not somebody else can identify your brand. If you have proof of brand, if you have a consistent brand in people's mind, then they should be able to convey what that brand is. Can other people describe your brand? Ask some people that you trust, what is my brand? What do I represent? If they can't say anything, then you don't have proof of brand. So then at that point, you would have to figure out, how do I make it known to people what my brand is? Think about your favorite artist or really any successful artist. You could probably say in one sentence what their brand is. If you can't, I'd be willing to bet money that their diehard fans could. They could tell you exactly what that artist stands for and what they're associated with. In fact, from what I see, 90% of what fans do online is repeat whatever they think that artist's brand is. If an artist is known for being toxic or making toxic music, then whenever they drop music, all the jokes are about them being toxic. Or, the next album about to be fire because they just broke up with somebody or they've just gotten a toxic relationship. If you're known for being the fly guy with high fashion and next level art, then people are going to expect to see you at Fashion Week. And they're going to expect to see super high level avant-garde visuals. When you drop a project, they may expect some sort of clothing line collaboration. But that is proof of brand. That is proof that that artist is associated with something in people's mind and people know what that artist's brand is. And that is what you want to try to establish for yourself as an artist. It's just like if you're an actor, there are certain roles that you're going to be known for, certain roles that people are going to expect you to play and that people are going to want you to play. If you've always been the rom-com guy, they're going to get upset when they see you play a superhero. So how do you build proof of brand? How do you make sure that you have a specific brand in people's minds? So step one, you got to identify who you're talking to. The first step to building a fan base is identifying who the fan base is. You don't have to talk to everybody. You just have to talk to the people that are going to resonate with the message that you're trying to send them. What is going to resonate with them and what's going to be effective? So step two, tell them your story. Then you got to tell them a story. We're all telling stories, whether you're aware of it or not. You just have to be aware of it so you can more effectively communicate it. Some stories are false, some stories are true, but you have to tell some type of a story. Who are you and what should your fans know about you? What should your fans be able to say about you in one sentence? And then step three, consistently deliver high quality content that proves your story. Just because you tell a story, that doesn't mean that anybody's going to buy it. You have to prove it. You have to back up that story with evidence. And the way you do that is by consistently providing high quality content that proves the story that you're trying to tell. If you're trying to tell the story that you're successful, then you have to show the success. This is why some artists show money and cars and girls and all that, because they're trying to show you the success. If your story is showing everybody how you got it out the mud, then it's pretty easy to show people the mud. Show them where you started. Show them how you got out. Show them the transformation and then show them where you're at now. So when you're trying to come up with content and you're trying to come up with how you can show your story, if you have a clear understanding of what your story is, it's easier to come up with content. You're really just telling that story over and over again and finding different ways to highlight different parts of your story, different ways to reinforce a consistent brand in people's minds. That'll give you that proof of brand. That'll make it so that people automatically associate you with certain things. There's 100,000 artists dropping every single day. What's going to make people stop and pay attention to you versus everybody else? It's going to be the brand. It's going to be the image that you've built up in people's minds that makes you identifiable and unique. It's going to be you telling your story and reinforcing your story at every step along the way so that everything you do is consistent. It makes sense. It goes with your brand. There's nothing out of character. And then ultimately, you're going to have to engage with the people because the people, the audience, are the ones that are going to verify your brand. If they accept it, if they approve of it, then that's what it is. Then you have a brand. You have proof of brand. Just like they say, the audience decides what's a hit. The audience decides what's a brand. So if you like this video, like and subscribe, leave me some comments and share your experience and your insights. And if y'all can help me get to 10 likes, that'll really help this video get to some other people's algorithms so that they can see the message. So if you can do that, I would really appreciate it. As always, my name is Dumas. I make beats, and if you want to work, hit me up. Dumas.